Ой, целый цирк. Черепахи бедные устают. Тын-тын-тын-тын-тын-тын-тын. Это внизу мне что-то надо, что ли? О, что за записка? О барлисианской хуйне. Чё мне сюда предлагаете прыгнуть? Нет. А сколько я этих, кстати, гал собрал? Надо сходить, там дверь какая-то была. Ой, сука, как бесит, а. Что-то меня это задание уже просто вымораживает. Ходишь, блядь, как долбоёб из угла в угол. Здравствуйте, гномы. А чё вы тут, извините, в своих вот этих вот странных нарядах? И кого, блядь, мне тут подслушивать? Тут поблизости даже нет никого. И откуда я этот шепот, блядь, услышал? Да? Откуда у меня ключ от этого крыла? А, это в том крыле, где я гулял? О, да. Все причем одеты по-человечьи, блядь, я один, как долбоёб. Да, можно в инвентаре. А откуда у меня, типа, этот дерьмовый посох? Ладно, хуй с вами. Одевайтесь, блядь, надо мной. Сука, каждый раз. Одевать, снимать. Не понял, что у меня гал не хватает. Да, надо их 5 штук. Это было хорошо. Пожалуйста, да. Извиняюсь за вторжение.
I hope you're not disappointed I stole your dance partner.
No, not at all. No one's supposed to be here. Brianna said... Oh, I shouldn't have trusted her.
Briala told you to come to this wing of the palace?
Not personally. The ambassador can't be seen talking to the servants. We get coded messages at certain locations, but the order came from her. She's been watching the Grand Duke all night. No surprise she wanted someone to search his sister's room.
Она была почти права.
All sorts of people tonight are taking advantage of this wing being closed.
Briella probably knew it was dangerous and sent me anyway. One more embarrassing secret erased. I knew her. Before. When she was Celine's pet. Now she wants to play Revolution, but I remember. She was sleeping with the Empress who purged our alienage.
Другие эльфы не знают?
Something like that could destroy Briala, if it were known.
No. Some know she has a history with the Empress. But they believe she was just a favored servant. If the Inquisition will protect me, I'll tell you everything I know about our ambassador.
Knew it. I did. And I bet the hate's made it feel real good.
Go to the ballroom. Find Commander Cullen. He'll keep you safe.
Thank you. Make her protect you, Inquisitor.
Да, пожалуйста. Мне все не нравятся кандидаты. Давайте своего ставленника поставим. Инвентарь полон, бля. Все уже говна какого-то успел нахапать. Короче, у меня черепашки
What's
тусят
this
в
then?
коробке.
Swapping all the gold leaf with diamonds, I bet.
Чё, бля? Кто, бля? Где, бля? Дворянские покои. Так, ну мне по-прежнему не хватает, наверное, этих самых гал. А вот еще одна. Теперь все должно хватать. Ну давайте уничтожим что-нибудь. Короче, если вы услышите шуршание, то это черепашки в коробке шуршат. И все равно нужна нора, чтобы спать. В воде оставлять их спать, по-моему, негуманно. Пусть днем плавают, ночью шуршат по квартире. Но у нас есть диван огромный, который хуй поднимешь. Если они туда забьются. Ты их потом оттуда хуй достанешь. Поэтому живут в коробке. Да что ж такое, блядь, скашлялся. Так, ладно. Ну и ебало, блядь, у этой женщины. Так, теперь должно хватать. Нет, одной не хватает. Так, выпнули мы чувака. Так, что за дела?
Inquisitor, what a pleasure. I wasn't certain you'd attend. You're such a challenge to read. I had no idea if you'd taken my baits.
Еще танец?
I fear I'm a bit busy at the moment if you're looking for a dance partner.
Yes, I see that. Such a pity you did not save one final dance for me. It was kind of you to walk into my trap so willingly. I was so tired of your meddling. Corypheus insisted that the Empress die tonight, and I would hate to disappoint him.
Боюсь, он уже привык.
At this point, I think disappointment was an old friend.
Poor dear, you can't begin to imagine what Calpurnia and I have in store. And now I suppose you never will. In their darkest dreams, no one imagines I would assassinate Celine myself. All I need is to keep you out of the ballroom long enough to strike. A pity you'll miss the rest of the ball, Inquisitor. They'll be talking of it for years. Kill her. Bring me the marked hand as proof. It will make a fine gift for the master.
Нихуя себе, блядь. Ниндзя. Демоны. То есть мы их вызвали, да? 4. А, мы закрываем, типа, портал, что ли? Додумалась, блядь. То есть нашла время. Ах, вон там у нас кто тусит. Допустим. Кто еще кто-то есть? Тут огонь продолжает гореть. О. Забронировались твари. А вы тут долго собираетесь находиться? А то я могу и это. Что за наивность, блять? Убить нас демонами, которых мы валим пачками. Сиська, блин, здрасте. Красавчик. Угу. Угадали они самые.
Good eye. Those were definitely demons.
Make her bless me. Demons? How could there be demons in a fucking winter palace? I knew Gaspard was a bastard, but I didn't think he'd feed to fucking horrors over a damn bill.
Duke Gaspard lured you out here?
Well, his sister. But it had to come from him, didn't it? And all that garbage she was spewing doesn't mean anything. Gaspard had to be the mastermind.
Чтобы не платить, говоришь?
You honestly believe you were captured, tied up, and thrown into a death trap because of a bill?
When you put it like that, it seems a bit odd. The Duke wanted to move on the palace tonight, but he didn't have enough fancy chevaliers. So he hired me and my men. He had to offer us triple our usual pay to come to Orlais.
Что, блядь, происходит?
Sticky, punsy cheesemonger.
Чего тут шумите? Работай на меня.
Want a new job? One that pays better? The Inquisition can always use a good mercenary company.
You hiring? I'm game. Anything's better than this bullshit. You want me to talk to the Empress or the court or sing a blasted song in a chantry? I'll do it.
Завербован. Карапузик. Так, а на выход в какую сторону? Допустим, в эту. Нам бы Галу, блядь, найти еще одну. Ой, здрасте. Не ожидал вас тут встретить. Какая неожиданность. Так неожиданно и приятно. Умрите. Глупые человечки, блядь. Не, вот эти секции... Исследовать надпись. Ай, да, шмара. Ой, то есть как это там? Андраста. Я куда иду, блядь? О, какой-то сад. С еще одной Андраста, да, небось? Красотка, блядь. С двуручником огромным. Так, а чем мы тут тремся? Это что у нас выход? Большая бальная зала. Так, давайте туда сходим. Не трогать черепашков. Пусть себе сидят в коробке. А, тут нет двери. Блять, и тут что-то позастроили. Ладно, где гаврики, там и кухня. Блять, а в людской была разве не кухня? А, ну ладно. Типа дворец здоровый, кухонь тоже может быть дохуище. Найдена столовая. Так понимаю, для черни. Чего, кого? 10 крон от электричества, от всех других видов. Хуй там. Закрыто. Расположение двора мы опять теряем. Срать на него. Схрон. Пошуршат и успокоиться. Ой, здрасте, здрасте. Поисчезали они, блядь. Ты жив еще? Единственный, блядь, не попал под раздание. Нет, единственный. Нихуя у тебя крылья, блядь. Серьезно? Кассандра, ты чего тут архангела косплеишь? Так, ладно. У меня нет столько гал. Да, мне по-прежнему не хватает. Где ее взять-то, блядь? А тут сколько надо? Блядь, тоже 5. Что за нахуй? Где я вам возьму еще одну? Найти бы ее. У вас тут нигде гала не припрятана. Что-то всего 10 штук, блядь. Я собрал уже довольно много. Так, ну в таких ящиках она вроде не хранится. Ясно, понятно. Ну где искать? Куся, блядь, мурмур. Реквием. Что за балкончик? Где добыча? Нельзя. Бля, и гала тут не припрятана, да? Сюда нельзя, никуда нельзя, блядь. Где гала? Дайте еще одну. Сундук. Ну, вот это уже интересней. Блядь, что нажал? Клинок убийцы, посох вспышек. Так, мелкий ты не видел? С другой стороны заперт. Да. Нам еще бы выход отсюда типа найти. Блять, серьезно? Тут нет нигде галы. Может где-то здесь. Не будьте скотами и жадинами. Дайте галу. Блять, ну Кассандра, хули ты там затупила-то в проходе. Блять, ну это ящик ебучий. Запор, блять. Вы что, блять, издеваетесь? Ну, еще одну штучку. Короче, понятно. Так, а что нам понятно конкретно? Вот в этом закуточке ничего нет, а вот здесь во дворе надо искать. Опять понастроить всякого говна тут. Угу. Взять добычу. Ну, чтобы не маячило, заберем. Галы нет. Бля, Кол, найди галу. Нельзя подвинуть как-нибудь. Так, ну ладно, видимо, на выход. Не нашел я никакую галу больше. Где ее брать, непонятно. Кто там что-то из льва кто-то смотрит? И мы с посохом прям вышли.
Thank the Maker you're back. The Empress will begin her speech soon. What should we do?
Угу. Угу. С герцогиней.
The Duchess will assassinate Celine personally. Wait for her to strike, then grab her.
As you command.
Коул не одобряет. И все там всецело осуждают.
Let all gathered attend. Her Imperial Majesty will now address the court.
My friends, we have lost much. We have each seen a child, a lover, a friend consigned to the flames. The darkness has closed in around us, but even now there is light. We must be that light. We must lead our people safely through these troubled times. We must be their guiding star. Tonight, the war dividing us must end.
My friends, we are here to witness a historic moment. A great change is coming for all of us. Isn't that right, Gaspard?
Такие глаза выпученные.
Florian! What have you done?
Don't be coy. It went just as we planned. I did this for you, brother.
Me? Have you gone mad?
No, not Gaspard. You did this for Corypheus.
What a terrible guest you are, interrupting your host.
И клоуны такие везде, блядь.
For Corypheus, kill them!
Блядь, чё с анимацией лица-то сделали? Это пиздец. Она бежит, выпучив глаза, прям такая. И мы же сказали суслику, блядь, хватайте. Его даже что-то не фигурировало в этом во всем. Да, это была ужасная, конечно, сцена. Как такая с выпученными глазами куда-то летит. Нихуя себе. И переоделась на лету. Вот эта звезда, блядь.
I should thank you. You played your part marvelously. Both Celine and Gaspard destroyed in a single blow. The Council of Heralds would devour each other, and while they do, Corypheus will come. The demons of Adamant were not his only army. The Empire will fall, and Tedasa with it.
Только вы до этого не доживете.
What a pity you won't live to see any of it.
You don't think I came this far without an escape plan? Your
Ниндзя,
death will be
блядь.
the crowning jewel of my victory tonight. So good of you to attend my soirée.
Ниндзя. Великая герцогиня. А, и... Чё, блядь? Винатори фанатик. А он крепкий. Ты, что ли, герцогиня? Угу. Посмотрим, как ты из вот этого выпрыгнешь. Сгорел. Появились. Так, а кто там, где герцогиня? Крепкий, бля, парень. Сморожен, блядь. Я хоть правильно поставил? Я просто не вижу, какие кнопки я нажимаю. Где, блядь, 6? Ну. Вот она. Пицца. Пути, блядь, для отступления она приготовила. Инвентарь переполнен, ну конечно. Штук 10 надо уничтожить всякой хуйни. Почему мне, блядь, должно быть жалко эту императрицу? Это же, блядь, ну бред собачий. Какого уровня-то хоть? 13-е, блядь. Великий клинок. Все, герцогиня погибла. Но герцогиня была хороша. А нахрена мне расположение публики тогда? Ну, типа, какой-то этого смысл.
Wasting your time trying to stir the nobility against me. We are at war.
I hardly have to stir them at all. Your sister murdered Celine. Everyone saw it. You're a traitor by association.
What do you hope to gain, Rabbit? You can't claim Celine's empty throne for yourself.
Maybe not. But I can keep it from you.
Чё? Использовать шантаж? Собирал и поддержать Гаспара. Ну, пусть будет Бриала.
With everything I've found on Gaspard, I'm sure Briala can effectively rule the Empire.
I doubt anything in the world, let alone inside the palace, could put the Rabbit in power.
У нас есть ваши приказы.
This paper contains orders to your general about troop movements inside the palace tonight, no less.
A precaution. As events have shown, my men helped defend the court from harm.
Ah, so you did know your sister planned to attack the palace?
Еще были наемники.
We have your Ferelden mercenary standing by to testify that you are going to attempt a coup tonight.
The Council of Heralds would be most interested to hear that, don't you think, Your Grace?
You've made your point. What are your demands?
Don't worry, Your Majesty. You'll find you can endure them.
Remember who put you here, Briala.
Don't worry, Inquisitor. I'm not about to forget your part in this. The Inquisition will have all the support I can raise. I promise.
Короче, все в говне на самом деле.
The elves of Roley have a future. For the first time in centuries. And for Miss Celine, my people will find a way to repay you. I promise you.
Ты уж постарайтесь.
See that you keep that promise.
You have the most expansive spy network in Orlais as your new best friend, Inquisitor. You have nothing to fear. But we're keeping our new emperor waiting. Go give the nobility the good news.
Все, я-то, блядь. А, то, что наказан убийца.
Lords and ladies of the court, it is done. This was not the end any of us would have chosen. But the civil war is over. We stand here as proof of the Empire's fortitude. Our enemies must learn that Orlais shall not fall to treachery. We will never surrender our empire. We shall teach them the finality of this truth with steel.
И чё?
With the Inquisition, we will drive the demons back into the Fade. The Maker himself could not protect them from the wrath of the Lion.
Ну, допустим.
Together we will assure a future of peace and security, not just for Orlais, but all Thedas.
Gather your soldiers, my friends. The Empire marches to war.
Да, черепашки, ложитесь спать, хорош шуршать там в коробке.
Here, at last, I find our absent hero, hidden away despite the efforts of all Orlais to find you. The elves raise glasses in your honor while the newly crowned emperor glowers. 'Tis quite the spectacle.
Угу. Это же я люблю побогать.
That's what I do. Fall out of the sky, make bad decisions, and somehow everyone still follows me.
So they do. It seems I am also to join that esteemed crowd. By imperial decree, I have been named liaison to the Inquisition. Gaspar wishes to offer any and all aid to the one who supported his ascent to the throne. So, here I am.
Да. Может, хочешь к нам присоединиться?
I had no idea you were interested in joining the Inquisition.
The assignment has been given to me, regardless of my personal interest. Gaspar never liked my attendance at court. He wishes me as far from here as possible. Mayhap he feels the Inquisition a convenient repository for unwanted apostates. I cannot say. Regardless, Corypheus is a threat to Orlais and to myself. Thus, I am not opposed to the appointment.
Угу. Добро пожаловать.
Welcome to the Inquisition, Morrigan.
A most gracious response. I shall meet you at Skyhold.
Пес, кыш ты еще, блядь. Черепашки шуршат, пес, блядь, кошка, блядь, кота хочет. Пиздец у меня тут зоопарк.
Hey you! They brought out the booze and now Delancet is chucking guts into Lord Sumget's helmet. You're missing the fun part. What's wrong?
Длинная-длинная ночь. Да уж.
I'm just worn out. Tonight has been very long.
Standing alone out here isn't making it any shorter. Come in, have a drink. Have some fun. We need it.
Ну, сначала давай потанцуем.
Sarah, dance with me.
I don't... You be careful or I will absolutely stomp your pinky.
Is that innuendo?
No, it's up the front.
Романтик. Куся мурмур, блядь. Ой, да. Я скоро возглавлю армию живности и захвачу мир, блядь.
The matter is urgent, Lady Josephine.
I am well aware of that, revered mother.
We will need them to return to Val Royeaux as soon as possible. There are ceremonies, ordinations. Make us mercy.
That's quite impossible at the moment. However, I will see to this matter as soon as possible.
My Lady Inquisitor, please, may I have a word with you?
Не просто так золото, чем могу помочь.
How may I assist you, revered mother?
With the political turmoil put to rest, our minds turn to a single question. The next divine...
Мне какое до этого дело, блядь.
We cannot answer it without the left and right hands of divine Justinia V.
I have already told you, revered mother. Lady Leliana and Seeker Cassandra cannot be spared from their duties.
But surely with the support of the Empire, the Inquisition will not be harmed by the loss of just 2 souls.
Чё, блядь? Зачем они вам?
Why do you need Leliana and Cassandra?
They were Her Holiness's most trusted advisors. They represent her legacy, her hopes for peace in Tedasa. They could rally the Grand Clerics to follow as no candidate from the clergy has been able to.
Угу. Духовенство? О чем вы, блядь?
I don't understand. What is it you're asking of them?
We need them to serve as candidates for the role of divine. Everyone with the political support to succeed Justinia perished alongside her. Those who remain are unable to gather the majority of votes from the conclave of Grand Clerics. They have been deadlocked for too long. Lady Liliana and Seeker Cassandra were Justinia's most trusted friends and advisors. Our late divine is still held in high esteem. To honor her, the Grand Clerics might support one of them as successor.
Пусть сами решают.
Liliana and Cassandra would have to make that decision for themselves.
And they certainly will, at a later date. The Inquisitor has only just returned and has important business to attend to. You must excuse us, revered mother. Don't let them detract from your victory at Alam-Shiral. We've beaten his wardens and stopped his intrigues. Soon Corypheus will have no place to hide. Cullen is hoping to press our advantage. We'll plan our next attack when you're ready.
Куда наступление? На Корифея? То есть уже? Так рано. Секундочку. Десантируемся. Блядь, такое ощущение, что она в этой одежде даже бегает быстрее. Так, надо еще дерьмо всякое продать. Без боль... Блэкволл, ты куда, блядь, пошел?
Someone I knew once described adamant to me. Adamant is, and always will be, the Order, he said. A guardian on the edge of the abyss. The lone soul that stares into oblivion and doesn't waver. That's what Warden Commander Clarel tried to be. Well, they all tried to be. I'm told her wardens never wavered. They went to their deaths willingly. They died for us. And Corypheus twisted their sacrifice to make it his own.
Потому что надо думать, блядь, прежде чем хуйней заниматься. Почему мы сражались с ним?
And that's why he has to die.
You'll get no argument from me. There's no one to blame but Corypheus. Even Clarel's intentions were righteous. Her desire to protect was so great it led her astray. It's not right. To want to do good, to be good, and have that turned against you.
Ничто на свете не идеально.
Can't expect everything to go well all the time.
No. But we still have to try, don't we? Even Clarel. She had to try. It's not the armor or the trappings of the Order. It's not the joining. At the heart of it, all a warden is a promise. To protect others, even at the cost of your own life.
Сколько пафоса, патетики. Ёпта. Купить, продать, купить, продать.
The horses. I forgot about the Ferelden horses.
Так, я что предлагаю? У меня там вряд ли есть что-то важное, надо все продать нахрен. Потому что все это дерьмового уровня. Битар, бля. Блять, а я что, без шапки? Я, сука, свою шапку продал, да, кажется? Знаки. Херня. Руны. Так, если я свою шапку продал, то я молодец. Да. А у меня с шапками-то проблемы. Я кунари, блядь. Так, а можно как-то выкупить свою шапку? Ну, конечно, блядь, уже поздно. Ясно, понятно.
Heard you found something that had to do with wardens.
Да.
Would have liked to have seen it.
Потом поговорим.
Nothing right now. Perhaps in a bit.
Че там у нас с Кассандрой? Это что за квест еще? Так, мелкая, привет.
Hey, you.
Эй, что нового?
What's been going on?
Seeker Cassandra came through here, looking like a storm cloud. That's just her face, though, isn't it?
Да-да-да, только лицом.
Take care.
И душой тоже такая же. Ну что-то туча грозовая.
Will you not consider it, Lady Cassandra? The clerics are still sequestered. If no one steps forward, they will debate until...
And you think I could make them agree? I've heard enough for one day, Mother Giselle.
Talk to her, your worship.
А с чего я должен настраивать ее по поводу церкви? Ну, то есть я только против могу. Весело тут у тебя.
The fun never ends in Skyhold, does it?
The Inquisitor was a funny Kunari. That's what they'll say one day. You watch. I assume you've heard that Leliana and I are both candidates to be the next divine. Because of what happened at Halam Shiral, of course, the Empire favors you. Thus everyone close to you. So now the Chantry bandies our names about without even asking us first.
Ты прекрасная кандидатка. И кого сейчас волнует церковь?
Why even consider it?
Не
Who cares
одобряет.
about the Chantry?
I care.
Меня. Обиделась.
Surely it was never meant to be like this. The Chantry, the Circle of Magi, the Templars, this cannot be what they intended when it all began. The Chantry should provide faith, hope. Instead, it cannot veer from its course, even in the face of certain death.
Церковь себя изжила.
The Chantry has failed, Cassandra.
Всецело
I'm
осуждает.
not surprised a non-believer would say that. I wonder if the legions of faithful throughout Thedas would agree with you.
Они довольно быстро станут
Did you
неверующими.
know Varric is Andrastian? Oh, he blasphemes with every second breath, but deep down he believes. His heart is virtuous. But he would never step foot in a Chantry. It should be the first place to which the virtuous turn. It needs to change. Perhaps I must be the one to change it.
Угу. Я могу помочь стать жрицей. Нравится твоя решимость.
Your determination is admirable.
I do nothing that is not worth doing with all my heart.
It's your most attractive trait.
Угу. Новый священный поход.
So this is your new crusade.
I've agreed to nothing yet.
And if the Chantry calls on you,
Then I will do whatever I can, for as long as I can. I suppose I should not be so concerned. The clerics speak my name for now, nothing more. For now, restoring order and stopping Corypheus remain our priority.
Да уж.
Writing does not come naturally to me, as I'm certain you can imagine.
Любовные стихи надо полагать.
let me guess, you're composing a love poem.
I couldn't, not even if my life depended on it.
It's not that hard.
Yes, it is. Poetry takes finesse, it takes grace.
You think you don't have those things?
Historians will one day ask what happened at Adamant Fortress, in the Fade. I was there. I saw it with my own eyes. It must be recorded.
Угу. Хорошая идея.
That's an excellent idea, Cassandra.
I certainly thought so, until I started writing.
А почему в стихах ты пиши,
I
блядь,
still
с
don't
прозой?
know what to say about the spirit of the divine. I saw her there, heard her voice, yet I cannot claim with certainty it was really her. The chantry teaches us that the souls of the dead pass through the fade, so it could have been her. Yet even
Церковь,
so...
блядь, наугад какую-то хуйню несет. Да, это был дух.
I think it was a spirit, that's all.
Perhaps it saw Justinia's soul and admired it enough to carry on her wishes. I hope that's true. I want to believe it. When I realized we were physically in the Fade, I was terrified, almost beyond reason. The last time such a thing happened, we created Darkspawn. We created Corypheus.
Корифей сам себя
The
вообще
world
создал.
needs to know the truth this time. No more legends lost to the ages.
Так потом выкинут просто твою писанину. И все. А мы где, блядь? Кузница какой-то. Непонятно. Чё у нас тут? Фига тут художники, блядь. Пук. А вот мы где. Кассандра. Не факт, что я с тобой договорил, но скорее всего да.
Do you need something?
Так ты хочешь быть верховной жрицей?
So, you're a candidate for divine now.
So I am informed.
Is that something you actually want?
Why should what I want matter?
Разве счастье не важно?
Why shouldn't it matter? Don't you have the right to be happy?
It is very simple. The Chantry needs to survive. To do that, it must change. I have never believed in asking another to do what you are unwilling to do yourself. So I look upon this as an opportunity. I owe it to myself and all of Tedasa to seek the Sunburst throne.
Может быть, истинный путь?
There are other ways you can change things.
Perhaps. I may not have a choice in the matter if the Chantry clerics pick another.
Пока.
That's enough for now.
Another time, then.
Не хотелось бы терять Кассандру. Она у меня хороший боец. Но, с другой стороны, это возможность взять кого-то еще с собой.
You know I've got no problem with Orlesians, but Halam Sharal was a mess. At least under the Qun, you don't get everyone tripping on each other's dicks while the country goes to crap.
Нам от политики не уйти.
The politicking we saw at Halamsharal might seem pointless, but it's the beating heart of the Empire. The winner of the game is the one who best builds alliances and controls what's discussed and what's decided.
So it rewards manipulation instead of rewarding the ability to get stuff done. I don't know. The Qun isn't perfect, but it doesn't care what any single person wants.
Ну конечно, блять, а кто же это
Orlais
все?
is full of people who care about nothing else.
Ну так они и живут, потому что люди, я имею в виду все.
You're doing good work, boss. I like how this Inquisition is coming. Next time you're free, why don't you come grab a drink? I'll introduce you to the Chargers.
Хочешь выпить?
You said we should go get some drinks and meet your company?
Yeah, come on. It'll be fun.
Ну пошли выпьем.
Ah, good. We're not drinking alone.
Вдвоем.
How you doing, creme de la creme?
Your worship, I'm so glad he has someone new to hit with that joke.
Какой штукой? Крем это еще не самый худший.
I can think of worse places to go with Cremisius.
So can the chief, believe me. He loves his nicknames.
Hey, when I was growing up, my name was just this series of numbers. We all give each other nicknames under the Qun.
They ever wear shirts under the Qun, chief? Or do they just run around binding their breasts like that?
It's a harness, Krem.
Yes, for your pillowy man bosoms. Let me know if you need help binding. You could really chisel something out of that overstuffed look.
Что сказать? Ты женщина. Зачем притворяться мужчиной?
You don't have to pass for a man to be a mercenary.
I'm not passing as anything.
In Kunadar, Krem would be an Akunatlak. That's what we call someone born one gender but living like another.
And Kunari don't treat those Akun people any differently than a real man.
They are real men, just like you are.
Maybe your people aren't so bad after all.
Don't get your hopes up, Krem. We still come down hard on the back talk. Anyway, here's the rest of the charges, or what's left of the rest. A lot of them went looking for stronger drinks. We've got Rocky and Skinner there, and over there are Stitches, Dalish,
Далекий
and
хмурик.
Grim. Crazy bunch of assholes, but they're mine.
Впечатляет.
You've got a good company, Bull.
We do all right.
Man can beat the chargers, cause what hits you where it hurts. Unless you know what's happened with your cards and looser skirts. For everybody battlefield will gladly raise a cup. No matter what tomorrow.
Фокастры рога. Найдешь букетик того, да?
Thanks for coming by, boss. Glad you could meet some of my team.
Хорошо. Чё, это неплохо. Вы дружный у вас коллектив.
How you doing?
Будь здоров.
See you later, Bull.
Nice talking with you, boss.
Пойду навещу мою девчонку. И похер, чё там, где там, пока острый рога. Ля-ля-ля-ля-ля-ля. Она переехала, блядь, что ли?
One for the Empress. For Gaspar. Briala. The Duchess. And Coryphaeus. Right in the dangle bag.
В тютюльку. В тютюльке.
Well, remind me to stay on your good side.
Don't worry, you're sparkling compared to that lot. A cook here, a footman there. What's it matter, right, so long as there's a book for the throne? A skinny elven puppet arse at that. Wonder how long before she forgets her poor elves. Ugh, that place. Should have just thrown in some bees and slammed the doors.
Согласен. Не помогло бы.
And that would accomplish what exactly?
Stinging around the face and neck? Can't assassinate empresses if your eyes swell shut. I don't know. But I'm just trying to get this junk out of my head. These people, they're the worst.
Да, согласен.
You know the most important thing I got out of all of that mess? The one thing. You can't dance.
Ради тебя решилась.
Maybe not, but for you, I try.
Oh, that's so twee. But thanks, that part was fun. You want to roll around for a bit?
Ну, наконец-то.
I was wondering when you'd finally ask.
Can't rush all these feelings. Have to work it out. All right, done.
Послоняться? Это в смысле сексом заняться? Послоняться. Ну, чё-то там. Трясла эмоции.
Oh, you. Not you.
Хоть
Not
не
now.
сейчас.
Sarah? Sarah!
I don't want to talk. Go away. I said go. Away.
But what is...
I saw you dead. You led all of this right up Coryphaeus' face, and then the Herald went home to Andraste. It was last night, clear as anything, even with eyes shut. You, in the void, gone. I can't see it again. I can't be with you and see that again.
Нельзя винить меня за сон.
You can't be upset at what I did in a dream. They aren't real.
They're real somewhere. That's what the Fade is. Bloody dreamland. And you already fell in the thing. Dreams show stuff. Stuff I don't want to think about. Which is hard, because I want to think about you. A lot. You don't act like nobles. I love that. You don't hide. I love that. Maybe you can take or leave cookies. Fine. Still love that.
Можешь есть,
And
можешь не
just
есть.
look at you. Just love that. But seeing this really hurt. I'm fighting to make things better and learn truth and shit, and it just keeps getting scarier.
Все жути, жути. Ты кучу раз сказал люблю.
I know you don't care about words, but that was a lot of love you just let slip.
Well, thank you, old lady smarty pants. Turning it all around to show me what I really want. But so what? You're special. Who else is special? Divines, yeah? Champions too. Heralds will be different. So yes, love. Lots of it. Who cares against all of everything?
Продолжить отношения. Закончить отношения.
It's because I love you that everything had better watch out. It's you and me against it all. Unless you're not up for it.
Какая она эмоциональная. Сумасшедшая все. Сука, западала, блядь. Если бы я так сделал.
We really need a bigger gap between fighting and kissing. So, never going to die?
Будем, рано или поздно все умрут.
Right. Love is so much better.
Хочешь пожениться, блядь? Хочешь быть верховной жрицей? В следующий раз пропустим драку.
How about next time? No next time? Save something for Corypheus?
Aw, kickings for my sweetheart.
Подрахаться? Красавцы-переводчики. Подрахаться с любимой, что за прелесть? Да, постельных сцен, конечно, нету, но в принципе отношения забавные. Жалко, только все время в черный экран уходит. Все, поговорили. Другое. Что думаешь о нас? Не направится ли нам на крышу? О чем на крыше забыли?
Baking's getting better, yeah? And other things.
Ну и прочее. Короче, понятно. Ладно, хватит. Затрахаем бедную эльфийку, блять, она стрелять не сможет из лука. И потом в бою подведет. С Коулом интересно было бы замутить.
But you like demons. I enjoy the company of spirits, yes, which is part of why I do not abuse them with bindings.
It isn't abuse if I ask.
Not always true. Also, I do not practice blood magic, which renders this entire conversation academic.
He won't bind me. He's a mage and he likes demons, but he won't help.
Что стряслось?
Why would you want Solus to bind you?
So I'm safe. If Solus won't do the ritual to bind me, someone else could. Will. Like the Warden mages. And then I'm not me anymore. Walls around what I want. Blocking, bleeding, making me a monster.
Привязать можно всех.
A mage using blood magic could conceivably do that to any one of us, human or demon.
You should ask Solus to bind you too. And then someone can bind him.
Мы что-нибудь придумаем.
There has to be some middle ground between do nothing and bind Cole with blood magic.
Indeed. I recall stories of amulets used by Raveni seers to protect spirits they summoned from rival mages. A spirit, wearing an amulet of the Unbound, was immune to blood magic and binding. It should protect Cole as well. The resources of the Inquisition could be used to find such a talisman.
Good. They will not take me.
Мне не получится. Красавец, бля, ну клевый тоже. Обалденный. Так, мадам, мы будем тыкаться или нет? Эй. Что нового?
What's been going on?
Just waiting to get back out there.
Take care.
Да. Забавный он гаврик. Cool.
My what?
I didn't understand the grand ball. It would have been easier if they said what they wanted.
Тебе понравились маски?
What did you think of the masks?
What masks?
The masks? Everyone had them on their faces?
Those weren't their
Это были не лица? Да. Ты творишь странное. Че он там еще натворил? Что-нибудь?
Cole.
Сыр и мяту, кинжалы мы знаем. Здрасте. Ты творишь странное. О, черепашки затихли, спят, наверное. Я хуй знает, ли разрабатывают план мести, блядь, за то, что их в коробку засунули. Барик. Жопа-то тараканья.
I need to have a few words with my publisher. The first one will be you, and the second one will be Bastard.
Хорошие пару
They've
слов.
claimed for years my crime serials don't sell in Orlais. So why is the Council of Heralds asking me for autographs? Sorry, distracted. Anyway, you need something?
Личный вопрос, ничего. Корифей, красный лилиум. Да ничего. Не хочу. Никаких личных вопросов. Ничего не хочу. Так, чё, кто где? Соус. Соус, у тебя проблемы какие-то бывают, или ты... Смотри, блядь, дорисовывает. Художник, ёпта, блядь.
There are spirits hovering by the veil to observe the thrones of powerful nations, machinations, betrayals. After our time in Halam Shirao, I understand why. I had forgotten how I missed court intrigue.
Хорошо, что тебе понравилось. А он же не присутствовал.
I'm pleased you had a good time.
Political gambits, broken promises, half-truths. It is a palace full of motivation, and motivation is where great things happen. In any event, Gaspar should be a steadfast ally. Briala will keep him in check and look after the elves.
Надеюсь, это поможет эльфам. Все остались в выигрыше.
I hope Briala is able to use her position to help your people.
How would helping Briala help? Oh, you mean elves? I'm sorry, I was confused. I do not consider myself to have much in common with the elves.
А с кем много?
Who do you have much in common with? Who are your people?
A good question. I joined the Inquisition to save the world. Regardless of who my people are, this was the best way to help.
Ну да.
As for the elves of Orlais, I believe Briala is doing quite well on their behalf. She is an admirable.
Восхитительно. Ты прав так считаешь?
So you don't have anything in common with elves, but you admire her for fighting for them.
I admire many people whose interests I do not share. She organized resistance against a powerful enemy, using only her wits and the resources at hand. That demands respect, especially in a world where most would look at her and only see a pair of pointed ears.
Да. Ну что ж, его хоть что-то заинтересовало. А на самом деле я разделяю его позицию. Ну то есть я по сути тоже не причисляю себя ни к какому народу, ни к русским, ни к немцам, ни к каким другим расам, видам, прочее. То есть это не имеет никакого значения. Важно, что ты делаешь, какие твои взгляды на жизнь. Да. И то, что он сказал, типа, я вот вступил в Инквизицию, это, типа, лучший способ помочь всем, какой бы народ мы ни был. С коммунизмом та же история. До свидос. Ну, правда, я не уверен, что я помогу, но, по крайней мере, я полностью разделяю эти взгляды. А там посмотрим, что будет. Дориан.
You have remarkably little here on early to Vinter history. All these gifts to the Inquisition, and the best they can do is the Malefica Imperio. Trite propaganda. But if you want 20 volumes on whether divine Galatea took a shit on Sunday, this is evidently the place to find it.
Ты так критичен. Твои стандарты выше?
I see. My library isn't up to your exacting standards.
It's alarmingly chaotic. I found a copy of the Oribalian in what seemed to be the Antiban Classics section.
How scandalous. Someone alert the Magisterium.
You laugh, but in some places there are punishments for that. Did I see something by Genitivi here? I could have sworn.
What is this about, Dorian?
When everyone returned, they told us about your tumble into the abyssal rift. You went into the Fade. Physically went in.
Ты чё?
Are you...
Ты в порядке?
All right.
Мы потеряли Хоука.
Hawk is gone.
The Fade is an ordeal under normal circumstances. To be the only real thing there, beyond description. That you made it out at all is a miracle. You do realize this feat hasn't been performed in over 1,000 years. Corypheus and his contemporaries entered the Fade and began the Blights. In comparison.
Блять, да вы что, издеваетесь? Прям типа, такие, ну давай, 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 ну ладно. Ну, это неплохо, просто мне он не нравится. Мне следует гордиться.
So, I should be happy I accomplished something so grand?
Concerned, more like. If you can walk in the Fade, others will try to follow. Who knows what secrets Corypheus has revealed? Not all of them will be as lucky as you. What they could unleash. My advice? Keep this quiet. Let them speculate. Too many will see this as a challenge.
А тебе?
You don't number among them?
It's tempting, but I'm no fool.
Так я как-то туда не сама и не специально упала.
If they just use enough blood magic, their problems will vanish. It's exactly the sort of thing I want to stop back home. This I don't need. What I do need is a copy of the Liberalum. I'll wager I can find Corypheus's real name. If I can prove he was a grasping ankle-biter with no family to speak of, the luster would come right off. Wish me luck.
Да-да, пожелаю. Пожелай мне удачи в бою. Имя врага. Нашел-таки.
Anything interesting?
A letter regarding a friend. You never met him, but he was at Redcliffe when everything happened. I was trying to discover what became of him. Where he ended up.
And?
Nothing. Redcliffe is abandoned, and there's no trace of him. It's as if he never existed. I think the Venatori found out he was helping me. I think they killed him.
А, это я расследовал, кстати. Угу. Ничего удивительного.
They'd kill anyone who stood in their way.
I just hoped. Maybe this once. Felix used to sneak me treats from the kitchens when I was working late in his father's study. Don't get into trouble on my behalf, I tell him. I like trouble, he'd say. Tevinter could use more mages like him. Those who put the good of others above themselves.
Угу. Види с него пример. И умрешь так же, как он, да? У вас что-то было? Мне, собственно, не интересно, было ли у них что-то, это вообще никого не касается. Как же ты?
You make it sound like he was a better person than you.
What a mad thing to say. Few people.
Кто может быть лучше меня так?
Very well, a better person, clearly, not nearly as handsome.
Симпатичнее, это вообще, блядь, не заслуга.
Thankfully, Felix wasn't the only decent sort kicking around Tedasa.
Что-то в нем прям нету ничего конкретно пидорского, кроме блестяшек. Ну и вот этого наряда, который они ему конкретно дали. Вот не будь его, и, кстати, ЛГБТ-сообщество, мне кажется, больше бы выиграло. То есть зачем его делать вот именно в одежде хотя бы таким, как это назвать, обязательно прям пидорковатым. То есть с кем ты спишь, никого не касается. Это вполне себе может быть нормальным. Ну, внешне, или наоборот ненормальным. Но не обязательно же вот именно, типа, ты гей и одеваешься и ведешь себя как пидор. Вот он не ведет себя особо как пидор, и, по крайней мере, этого не заметил. Но одевается как пидор. Ну, типа, что-то должно быть, да? Такое, типа, стереотипное. Да. Я вот обычный работяга. Очень много в своей жизни дрался. В принципе, такой плотненький. Могу почти любому нос сломать лбом, блядь. Ну, то есть, ну, это же не значит то, что я должен ходить, там, у меня руки должны быть колесом, ноги колесом, и книжек я не должен читать. Ну, нет же. Ну, типа, что за стереотипы? А по сути, ну да, быдлан, там, из такого района, ну, типа гетто, блядь. Что-то вроде, короче, самых хуёвого у нас в городе. Ну, может, не самый, может, на втором месте. Неважно. Суть именно в том, то, что, ну, к чему эти шаблоны обязательное поведение и внешности, какие-то атрибутики. К вашим услугам. Только ты не присутствовал.
Not just for me. Fun for the whole family.
Perhaps I should have invited some.
We were there. That's what counts. I hope you tried the ham they were serving, by the way. Tasted of despair. It's fascinating.
На вкус как отчаяние, сука, ветчина. Ладно, хорошее сравнение. Отчаяние. Ветчина со вкусом отчаяния. Ну, чудесно. Так, ладно, пошли сначала с Лилианой, потом уже с Вивьеной. Вообще курить хочу пойти. Может и пойти? Хули нет. Все, не скучайте, пойду покурю.